Hi guys, it is Alexander here. I am doing a Hamilton book tag because I was tagged by Melanie Espinoza and Renata Barcelos. I believe that is how you say her name, but I'm not entirely sure. So I had to wear my Hamilton shirt because Hamilton. Duh! So here we go. Question number 1 is The Room Where It Happens, a book world that you would put yourself into. Originally, I thought Harry Potter, because who wouldn't say Harry Potter? But I'm gonna have to go with the Percy Jackson world because I am obsessed with Greek gods and Roman gods and demigods and satyrs and oh my gosh, it sounds so cool. I would much rather be in that universe than in Harry Potter. Number 2 is the Schuyler Sisters, an underrated female character. I would absolutely have to say Primrose from The Hunger Games. I feel like, it really affects Katniss, her sister, through the entire series, Prim is the reason that she tries to win the Hunger Games is because she has to get back to take care of her sister, Prim is the reason that she became allies with Rue. She saw Prim in Rue, and when Rue died, that was absolutely what started Katniss on her road towards rebellion and towards revolution. And, Prim kept that fire alive in her, with the talks that they had, keeping her alive. Talks, the ones saying, I think that you could demand almost anything because they want you as the Mockingjay and they can't have anybody else. Prim is very underrated, and so is Rue, now that I'm thinking about it. Absolutely. The two of them together, just very underrated female characters. Question number 3 is My Shot, a character that goes after what they want and doesn't let anything stop them. Absolutely, 100%. My first thought was Voldemort, because he wants to become a completely genocidal, homicidal wizard who rules the entire wizarding world and doesn't want dirty blood. And the amount of times that he goes after Harry because he thinks that Harry is the only thing between him and finally ruling this wizarding world, he is just blatantly after him every single time, and he really does go for what he wants. Like, this kid, he started at 16. Like, he started asking about his Horcruxes. He knew then he was gonna go for whatever he wanted, and he was gonna make it happen. Number 4 is Stay Alive, a character you wish was still alive. It says to warn for spoilers, actually for question number 4, 5, and for 7. Is it just 7? Yeah. 4, 5, and 7. So I'm gonna let you know now, there are spoilers ahead. Spoilers! You said the word of the day! Woo! Okay, that was my terrible Pee-wee impression. But spoilers ahead! So, in the series Personal Demons by Lisa Desrochers, I'm not sure if that's how you say her name, in the second book, Original Sin, the protagonist, Franny, deals with her antagonist at the time, Lilith, who, when I say Lilith, she is the first wife of Adam, who became the first demon. She inherits the body of her best friend, Taylor, and as she is leaving Taylor's body, ends up murdering Taylor, who was Franny's best friend, and it almost kills Franny, and it's so bad. I absolutely wish Taylor was still, especially because, she was trying to overcome what she was given in life, an alcoholic father who died, who committed suicide. So it was her taking care of her brother, and it was so hard for her, and she was overcoming all of these labels put on her. She was going to college, and she had all these plans ahead of her, and it breaks my heart to see a life taken so carelessly. So I absolutely wish that Taylor was still alive. Now, question number 5, spoilers, is Burn, the most heartbreaking end to a relationship you've ever read. I am warning for spoilers once again. It is actually, again, from Original Sin. The character Franny and her boyfriend Luke. Luke was previously a demon, and Franny has this ability called Sway. If she wants something, she can make it happen. She wanted Luke. Granted, she didn't know Luke was a demon, but her want for him turned him human. Lilith, who has this ability to do a massive seduction on somebody, like, regardless of the fact that Luke is 100% in love with Franny, he ends up having sex with Lilith. Franny, of course, walks in right then and there. And you can see how heartbroken she is. She ends up being so heartbroken that Luke turns back into a demon because she makes herself no longer want him. And for me, that's so heartbreaking because she has to convince herself not to want him. And it takes at least 2 weeks of heartbrokenness for her to manage to start to turn him demon again. Before I go on, I would like to say that question was one of the hardest questions for me to answer, mainly because a lot of the books I read are romantic books, and there's almost always some sort of breakup. So to go through all the books I've read and be like, which one was the most heartbreaking, was incredibly hard. And I would like to mention my honorable mentions, which are both Heaven and Ghost House, both by Alexandra Adornetto. 2 absolutely amazing books. You should read those. Absolutely. Next question is number 6. You'll Be Back, Sassiest Villain. The person I picked is not necessarily a villain so much as an antagonist. I picked Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. He's definitely not a villain. He's not inherently evil, like Umbridge or Voldemort, but he is absolutely sassy as fuck. Man, this kid is just woo. Yeah, definitely my sassiest villain. Number 7, remember, spoilers coming up, is the Reynolds Pamphlets, a book with a twist that you did not see coming. I would have to absolutely say it's actually 3 books, but it's the same spoiler altogether. It is The Mortal Instruments, the first 3 books, where I was very much rooting for Clary and Jace to become a couple. And when at the end of the first book, you find out that they might be related, I was actually texting a friend as I was reading the books. And I was like, dude, I don't know if I could wait to find out. Like, I need to know now. Oh my God. And he was like, oh my God. He was just laughing at me and saying, just wait till you get to the 3rd book. And I was like, I can't wait till the 3rd book. I can't wait till the 3rd book? You mean I have to read 2 more books to find the answer? So I ended up Googling to find out what the answer was. I was very pleased with the answer. But, yeah, like, it's amazing, that you have to wait 2 books to find out the answer to that. And it's just, oh my God, you're like, this is all I want to know. I don't care about literally anything else that's happening right now. It was intense for me. Question number 8 is Nonstop, a series that you marathoned. Hunger Games, definitely. I had the first 2 books, and I finished the 2nd book, and I was like, I can't wait, and I need to know what happens. Especially because I misinterpreted what he meant when he said there is no District 12. I legitimately thought that maybe Katniss had imagined the whole thing. And I was like, oh God, what is going to happen next? So I actually went to Walmart at 10 o'clock at night and got the next book. And I was like, I need to know. Number 9 is Satisfied, my favorite book with multiple POVs. I don't read a lot of POV books. In fact, I think the only series that I've read that's POV is the Heroes of Olympus series. So I would have to say Heroes of Olympus. But I very much do like that, although it leaves me wanting to know so much. Sometimes I want to just skip chapters to get back to a certain storyline. And number 10 is Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Stories, a book series that you feel will be remembered throughout history. It is 100% Harry Potter. I have no other answer for that. There are also 6 bonus questions that I would like to think about answering. So number 1 is Helpless, a relationship you were pulling for from the very start. Hermione and Draco. I am a Hermione fan, and I cannot stand Hermione. I was always pulling for that. 10 Duel Commandments, my favorite fight scene. Oh, God. Oh, man, that is so hard to choose. I think that my favorite fight scenes is not a physical fight. It comes from the book Rapture in the Fallen series by... I can never remember if her name is Lauren Kate or Kate Lauren, because she has 2 first names for her name, and I can never remember which way it is. But it's between Lucinda and Lucifer. But when the fall is happening, the angels falling to earth. And Lucinda and Lucifer are really, they're talking more than anything, but it's so antagonistic that, yeah, oh God, it was amazing for me. I was on edge the whole time. Number 3 is Say No to This, my guilty pleasure read. It is 50 Shades of Grey. I love that series. Mostly for the romantic subplot in it. I've read a lot of erotica. I have a whole section of just erotica in my bookshelf. That was started off by 50 Shades of Grey, and I went to other book series. But yeah, that my books, they're paperbacks. It's starting to peel apart because I've read them so many times. Number 4 is What Comes Next, a series that you wish had more books. That is an impossible question to answer because every series is the answer that I've read. I literally have no specific answer. It's literally everything I've read. I want more. Number 5, Right Hand Man, my favorite bro TP. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is going to be super hard to answer. I think my favorite bro TP would have to be Percy and Tyson, which is a literal bro TP. Well, half bro. But yeah, I think not Percy and Tyson? Yeah, Percy and Tyson. And I think, yeah, absolutely. Bro TP. And finally, number 6 is What Did I Miss? A book or series that you were late to reading. Literally everything that I have read. I was late to reading Harry Potter. I was late to reading Hunger Games. I was late to reading Percy Jackson. Like, I've been late to almost everything that I've read. Granted, like, there's some books that because, I finished a series ahead of time and there's a sequel series, like with Percy Jackson, I read the sequel series, every single book as soon as it came out. But with a lot of stuff, I was super late to reading. So, yay! That is my Hamilton book tag with bonus questions. Ha ha ha. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm so sorry that I talk so much. And have an awesome day. Hopefully more content is on the way. Bye, guys!